selfish team. CFOs are after cream. GMOs extracting genes with everyone on my TPS. Giants. Giants. Everything is shaking through the walls. 'Cause we are Giants.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we'll have to watch the guys up front. The Bills are top 10 in total sacks, and they'll be up against that Jets team that will need to deal with them all game. With that, let's get you up to a snowy Orchard Park. Enjoy the flag getting out of there tonight. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a first down throw. Luck. And his first look is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And quickly the starting 11 now for the New York defense.
Terrell Casey doesn't get the attention that he deserves, but he is an absolutely terrific defensive tackle, the best player on just about any team he would play on.
Throwing on third down. Luck. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's fourth down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Benjamin, the man in motion left. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. And here's a look at the starting offense. Offense faces a 3rd and medium with 6 yards left. On 3rd down, Ryan gets it out to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now Ryan. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they still need 10 yards here to find pay dirt. It's second and goal from the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the Bills' offense comes out ready to take over. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too. Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Love. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. On first down, Love. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And the back goes into motion. Second and 10, Luck again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. There goes Allen Hurns. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Allen Hurns, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked, and I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Some problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out come the Jets. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain. We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know that.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Kelvin Benjamin, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jets are within a 2-point conversion of tying this thing up. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Love. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down. 3rd and 2, Luck. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. You give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic. So anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
So 2nd and 10 here. Back to the air. Luck on 2nd down. This complete to the tight end, Clay. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Finds a tight end in the middle of the field. Just a simple stick route. Decent game. Doesn't get you a whole lot, but it's pretty reliable, isn't it?
And tough to defend. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him, let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage. It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Over the middle, complete to Tate. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Block on 3rd down. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time.
What a down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Now receiver in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And here come the Bills. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll run it here. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw on 2nd down is Locke. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage. It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what they play man coverage again.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Hill, the lone setback. Now Luck. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Third and long, it's Luck. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. New York set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And they give this time to the tailback. Give them 13 on the pickup there. And the Jets are going to have a first down. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
In motion right is Benjamin. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quick.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while. Have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was awesome.
Now a hit and a loose football. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
One receiver to the left is Cooper. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Locke. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the Jets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Defense showing blitz. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan hit, and he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here, and they're going to hurry back to the line now.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. Back to the air, Luck on 2nd down. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And New York set to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan surveying the field. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. A couple of Bills team up to bring him down there.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now Ryan, deep drop. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
Well, as the play call comes in on third down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Now receiver in motion left. 3rd and goal now. Maybe the offensive coordinator thinking blitz here. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. And the 3rd time's a charm as he finally gets one of these to go. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offense?
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dre Archer with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And now here's a carry heading left. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down, just 1 yard to go. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the 1st.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy, and let him plow forward and pick up a 1st down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Benjamin, the man in motion left. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direct gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Benjamin, the man in motion left. And an encroachment cost them 5 yards.
And it makes it so simple, doesn't it? An easy free 5 yards for the offense given to them by the defense.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They come out here in the eye. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Back now in Buffalo. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Benjamin, the man in motion left. In motion right is Benjamin. The defensive line disperses a little bit here. Oh, no, he lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. 3rd and long, it's Ryan. Benjamin with it over the middle. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect better.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. He's going to float this one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 14 there. And it's 1st down, Buffalo. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now it's Luck. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up 1st downs and keeping the football.
Second and 10, Luck again. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. 5 receivers in the game, 4 of them to the left side. Here's Kessler. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. And it's now 4th and 3. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on 3rd down after having such a long drive going.
Now, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets it build up a little cushion.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. Oh, what a move. And New York set to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Halfback sent in motion. Again on 2nd and 10. It's Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And they're going to speed things up here. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Second and 10 now. Ryan. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
In most pass defenses, the guy playing safety has the ability to roam free and try and go to the football. But when you're a man, you've got to cover just like a guy playing out on the corner. Lock up on the receiver and go to the football. That's exactly what he did, batting that one away.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Again, Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Their dangerous wide receiver with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The Bills getting set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. So out now come the Jets. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best, and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Around 2 minutes to go, and if the D can hold him, that'll end this one.
We always think about the offense attacking. In this case, I'm looking for the defense to do the same.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
As they run left side. And now they're inside. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Throwing is Kessler, and this is incomplete. Charles Clay is tight end, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Second down now after the incompletion. So they're not running it. Kessler wants to throw, and he whips that one incomplete there. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. Second and goal to go now. And they'll go on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now it looks like they might be expecting a pass, an extra DB in on 3rd and goal.
That's how the game is changed.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit. hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
He'll look to throw. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And
he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And now a first down following that long gain. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They've been moving the ball well.